Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, and I'm going to do another fragrance review. I'm going to keep the fougere category going. I'm actually really excited about this particular fragrance that I have today that I want to share with everybody. And this might be a little bit of a longer review only because I'm going to be able to compare what the reformulation and the original are going to be like. I was able to get my hands on the original formulation of this particular fragrance, and I really like it. It's a fougere category, again, like I had mentioned. It is a fragrance from the 80s, so another powerhouse. Maybe a little bit lesser known, not really sure of the popularity of this fragrance, I guess back in the day when it was released initially, and then when it was discontinued and then remade too. So this particular fragrance is called Caesars Man, and it's by Caesars Entertainment in Las Vegas, the casino, Caesars Palace. So backstory about this: I bought this fragrance, here it is, and I bought it at a discount store for cheap, and I took it home and I liked it a lot when I sprayed it on myself, did some research and figured out that this, what I owned, was not the original version. And my, of course, head starts spinning and I'm like, okay, I gotta get the original formulation. So first, what I want to do is I want to talk about this one, and then we'll do the presentation, and then I'll show you the other one, and then we'll compare and contrast, and I'll give you my thoughts and feelings on the fragrance overall, on both the remake and the original. So presentation of the box for Caesars Man reformulation. So the reformulation, it's made by Palm Beach LLC distribution, and so I guess it's a distributor in the United States, but the reformulation, I guess, was farmed out to China. So this is made in China. So let's look at the box first. First, looks like you got the golden head here of what looks like a Roman. No detail to that, just kind of a blank silhouette, golden face of what looks like a Roman emperor. Caesars Man here. The box kind of has that marble or granite look to it, like that's what it's supposed to say. It says Cologne spray on the bottom, and then 4 fluid ounces, so it's 120 ml, so it's a big bottle, 4 ounce bottle. On the top, you don't really have much going on. On the sides, you got some more of the wraparound logo here, and more of that kind of marble or granite look. On the bottom, you got a barcode too. On the back, you have Caesars Man, you have some ingredients, brand information, and then some flammable stuff here, and then again, the size of the bottle too. So it is a cologne, but I think it classifies as an EDT, so it isn't a toilette. So we'll take a look at the bottle. The box opens pretty interesting, actually. Just alone caught my attention. So the way it opens there, it's connected, and it's got the flap here that pull the bottle out too. I've used a lot of this too, by the way. So the bottle, as you can see, the juice is kind of a light, very light green, but more so brown, almost like cheap beer looking type of color to it. Nice heavy duty bottle though. I really like the bottle a lot. And it's got the leaf wrap around here, like what would go over the crown of a Roman emperor or Caesar himself. A little background on Julius Caesar: he is the probably be-all, end-all of Roman emperors. Most famous for his conquest of Gaul, which is modern-day France, the Battle of Alesia, won against the outrageous amount of barbarian warriors under Vercingetorix, and he won the Battle of Alesia, the Siege of Alesia, when he was surrounded and outnumbered, and then came back to Rome as a conquering hero. So big history buff. As you can see behind me, I always have the Roman Empire as a backdrop in my living room over my bar where I do these reviews here. So anyway, leaf wrap around the bottle. Golden cap. Actually, the cap's pretty tight, and the leaf wrap you can see around there too. So I've reached for this a lot because I really like it. It says Caesars Man here, cologne spray. On the bottom, you got some brand logo. You're not going to be able to read that. It's probably going to be a hard time to read because, of my crappy quality videos. So we have Palm Beach Beauty Supply LLC, Delray Beach, USA. So it comes from Florida. That's the distributor, cologne spray, but made in China. So the cap, take that off. You see another silhouette, a blank-faced silhouette of Caesar. It's like a metal cap, plastic on the inside, and the sprayer here, and then the distribution. Not bad distribution. On the back, you don't really have much going on too. So when I got this fragrance, I immediately smelled it instantaneously. Drakkar Noir. That's what I smelled, but a greener, more fresher, like fresh wet woods, not rainforest, not tropical, not aquatic, but a fresh woody type of, like, I would say European woods after a rain smell. Very green, greener than Drakkar, and it kind of comes into its own. So that's the presentation of the reformulation. I was able to contact a distributor in California, and I located the original. It came in a gift set, so I don't have the box, but Caesar's Man here on the back, the same marble type of pattern that they have on the box too. Won't go too much further into that. I don't want to waste too much time. The gift set came with an aftershave balm and a body wash, which I actually ordered some more of too from a separate vendor. But as you can see, the difference in the colors here, like it's unbelievable the difference in the bottle. So this one, legendary cologne spray is what it says there. As you can see that, let me see here. Yeah, there you go. Legendary cologne spray, Caesar's Man, same leaf wrap. Bottle quality in terms of the heavy dutiness of the glass is pretty much the same. Let's talk about the cap here. The cap actually doesn't stay on as tight as the cheaper one, but look at that. Like, look at how much more detail there is in the Caesar face there. On the bottom of the bottle, this is what's important right there. Las Vegas, Nevada. So it's made by Legendary Cologne Spray, Caesars Entertainment, Las Vegas, Nevada. I know it's hard to see that, but forgive me for the glare. But anyway, so this one's the real deal. So I actually I called the distributor back once I figured out that this one was legitimately the original formulation, and I ordered 4 more of the set. So I have a lot of these bottles. I don't like to make this a sales thing, but if anybody wants one, I'd be willing to give it away. I'm actually going to put my Instagram link in the description of this review, and you can see the other fragrances that I have, and I'd be willing to let some of these go because I'm going to get about 3 more of these sets, and I have a bunch of body wash and the aftershave balm too because I know I like to layer. But anyway, same type of thing, distribution here, pretty good. I'm going to spray some on my hand, and then I'm going to spray the reformulation on the other hand, and so we can compare and contrast. So now that we've got the presentation out of the way, I love it. I love the presentation. I think it's so cool. The bottle just looks awesome. It would be anyone's cologne collection. This would just upgrade it in terms of the way it looks. I really like it too. Definitely 80s, definitely old school, but I love that type of thing. I really like the powerhouses. So let's talk about the notes. The notes are supposed to be, and I'm going to mainly talk about the original version. The reformulation is Drakkar Noir's like less successful brother. So anyway, this one, notes are top notes are verbena, bergamot, and rosemary. And you can really smell that. The middle notes are fir balm, geranium, and lavender. So this teeters on a barbershop, I feel like, but not necessarily 100% barbershop. But it kind of falls into that category based on the lavender, but it is definitely a fougere. The base notes are amber, sandalwood, which you can really smell, oak moss, and patchouli too. So I really like the oak moss. It really has that. Caesars Entertainment, Las Vegas. And again, that's the original formulation's maker. They no longer make it. The notes are great performance-wise. This one, I get 8+ hours out of. It lasts all day, 3 sprays maximum, 2 on your wrist, 1 on your chest, no more than that. This one, the cheapo, I get an hour. The performance on this is absolutely atrocious compared to this one. And that's really where you say the difference. The smell is completely different as well too. This one is a way stronger, way greener version. This smells like Drakkar Noir, like almost a watered down Drakkar Noir. Now it doesn't smell bad, but you have to spray a ton of that to get anywhere near the slight half performance that you'd get from 1 spray of this. So again, I really, really, really enjoy this one. The remake is just really falls short in performance. Seasons, I'd say fall, winter, maybe spring. Not so much a summer. It's a little bit heavier for the summer. I mean, you could still wear it. I wear whatever I want, whenever I want. So if you do wear this in the summer, I would probably do maybe 1-2 sprays max. Definitely a daytime scent, but you can make it formal. Could be formal, casual. Again, it depends on, what you like to wear. But I would definitely say the colder, slightly chillier months and seasons would be best for this, and I think it's more of a daytime scent myself. But again, I work, or if you want to wear it out, something like that too. I love to go to a lot of brunches, like I had mentioned in my previous videos, and I like to wear a lot of colognes for that too. So I have a couple more. They do have an aftershave balm too, which I like, and I believe I got a body wash. Let me check here. Yeah, so got one of these too. So a Caesar's body wash too. Again, I like to layer it. They have all these things, so I have a bunch of them too. I would say my thoughts on the smell, again, reformulation is a Drakkar Noir, very similar, still a little greener, still comes into its own. The whole cologne from, first spray to the end of it is about an hour, so you really get to see the whole life and death of this particular one on you, whereas this one performs like it should. Again, it is an eau de toilette strength, so it lasts, I would say, 8 hours. Performance on this is great. It definitely is a soapier kind of greener Drakkar Noir, still has that scent. But this one it stands on its own, and it really gives you the idea that you just came out of the forest and crushed a bunch of barbarians in a quick battle and won, and then came back to Rome and had a great party. So no, I'm just kidding. But this is definitely it's a little bit stronger, definitely a very masculine fragrance. I really, really enjoy it. I definitely would wear this, whenever, and I'm happy that I came across the original formulation of this particular one. So. This one, like I had mentioned, it's a fougere, but I wouldn't necessarily classify it as an official barbershop scent. I'm really blown away by its performance. And this one is online is a lot more expensive. So I've seen them go for $150 just for the bottle. Gift sets like the one I found were $250. That's a lot of money. I probably would never pay that for this as much as I enjoy it. So I'm very fortunate to have found it from a distributor in San Diego that shipped them to me, and I got them for pretty inexpensive cost. But again, I really, really like it. It's kind of like the oak moss in there really stands out. Definitely greener than a Drakkar Noir, and definitely a powerhouse for sure too. So again, it really gives you that feeling like you're walking through like a forest that has been rained on as well. So let's talk about my overall rating on the fragrance. I'll rate both of them. Let's talk about the original formulation one. Presentation, 10 out of 10. I love it. I absolutely love the whole Roman-esque thing too. I think that's so cool. So presentation 10, performance 9, 8+ hours on a nude toilette, especially one that's discontinued in the 80s powerhouse. You can't beat that. That's 8 hours. What else could you ask for? And the smell, again, it smells similar to a couple other fragrances, so its uniqueness is not 100% there. So I could never give it a 10 out of 10 for that. I'd still give it an 8.5. So I would say 8.5, 9 max out of 10. I really, really, really like this one. It's unique. It stands out. I love different types of smells, and this one. Oh man, it really is cool. So I would say, you know what? I'm going to bump it up to a 9. 9 out of 10 for Caesars Man Roma Victor. Let's take a look at the pea-colored reformulation. Presentation is still decent, not nearly as cool as that one, so we'll give it a 7. But the bottle itself is still cool. Doesn't say legendary, made in China, distributed in the U.S. out of Florida. The cap is kind of like this cheapo version compared to like the two really cool ones, as you can see. Yeah, there we go. And performance, I'm going to give it a 1 because it lasts 1 hour. And smell, doesn't smell bad. I liked the smell until I smelled that one, and then I immediately hated this one. But I'll give it a 5. So we'll give it a 3 out of 10. That's what I'm going to give Caesars Man reformulation versus the original version. Again, I'm getting 3 more bottles of this, so I'm definitely going to keep 2 for myself. So the 2 out there, I'm either going to gift it to my dad, who is also a big fragrance head, or I'm going to sell them. So if I can hook somebody up again and increase their fragrance repertoire or their arsenal in terms of colognes, I'm definitely not going to overcharge for it. I will give it cheaper than what I see it is on eBay and on Amazon, and it is the real deal as far as I know. Now, I've seen other boxes that even look more old school, more 80s, that say compliments of, and I haven't seen the box like this one that goes with the original formulation, so I'm not sure. So maybe this is another reform in the middle, but I doubt it. I mean, it does say Las Vegas on there. You can see it. Sort of. Again, I want to make sure that I have this as authentic. But anyway, thanks again for watching. If you know anything about Caesars Man or have any other 80s powerhouses you want me to review or you want to review or you know about, please comment, subscribe, and I'm going to put my Instagram link in the description so you can see the pictures and ask me if you want one if anyone does. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.